Most people think power looks intense. Cold stare, low voice, black clothes, and some fake mysterious aura. Wrong. Some of the most dangerous people in the room look sweet, and that's what makes Ichinose interesting. She does not control people by scaring them. She controls the whole atmosphere by being warm, clean, helpful, and impossible to hate. And that's the dark side, because people think kindness is harmless. It is not. Used properly, kindness is social engineering with perfume on it. Now relax. I'm not talking about becoming some scammer or manipulator, which if you want to become one, go ahead. I'm talking about how understanding why certain people always seem loved, trusted, protected, and somehow end up with influence over everyone without even raising their voice. And that's not an accident, that's a system. If you want to become like Ichinose, you need to understand one thing first. The strongest social power is not making people fear you. It's making people feel safe with you. And that is the trick. Because the second people feel safe, they start dropping their guard. They talk more, they reveal more, and they trust faster. They defend you faster and they assume good intentions even when you make mistakes. And this is what we all notice throughout Classroom Elite. This is the power that Ichinose holds. And that is social power. Most people are too dumb to see it because they're still obsessed with looking dominant instead of looking trusted. So here's the real method. First, become easy to approach. This sounds basic, but most of you fail it instantly. Your face is too stiff, your body language is awkward, your tone sounds closed off, and you make people work too hard just to talk to you. And you've been watching too much Anakoji videos and you look like a edgy loner. Ichinose does the opposite. She feels open. That does not mean fake smiling like customer service robot. It means your body should not look hostile for no reason. Relax your face, relax your shoulders, and look at people when they speak. Do not act like every conversation is wasting your time. People trust what feels easy. That's rule 1. Rule 2 is remember small things. This is where the real social engineering starts. Most people do not listen. They wait for their turn to talk. And that is why people who remember details automatically feel special. A name, a class, a little story, something they mentioned once. And then later you bring it up intentionally. Not in a creepy way, not like a surveillance camera, just clean naturally. How did that thing go? Did you end up fixing it? You said you were stressed about that last week. And that hits hard. Why? Because now the person feels seen. And when people feel seen, they attach meaning to you. And that is how influence starts. Not by forcing it, but by making people feel like you actually register them. Rule 3. Make people feel good about themselves when they talk to you. That is huge. A lot of people think charisma means being the funniest or loudest person in the room. Not even close. Real charisma is making the other person walk away thinking, I actually like talking to them. That is what Ichinose does. She gives people emotional comfort. She makes them feel less tense, less judged, and less weird. And that's what makes her dangerous. Because once people associate you with relief, they keep coming back. So stop trying to impress so much. Ask simple things, react well, and give people space to speak. Do not constantly turn the topic back to yourself like an attention-starved clown. Let them feel smart, let them feel interesting, and let them feel understood. And you would be shocked how powerful that is. Rule 4. Stay clean in public. And this is the part most people miss. If you want soft power, your image has to stay stable. Ichinose works because she feels consistent. She's not warm one day and bitter the next. She's not sweet in front of people and messy behind the scenes. That ruins the whole machine. Social engineering only works long term when your public pattern feels reliable. That means no pointless drama, no emotional outbursts, no obvious jealousy, and no talking bad about 5 different people and then wondering why nobody fully trusts you. The cleaner your image, the easier it is for people to project goodness onto you. And once that happens, you gain something very valuable, benefit of the doubt, and that is social gold. Rule 5. Help strategically. Now this is where the dark side really shows up. Helping people creates invisible debt, not always in an evil way, just in a human way. People remember who made their life easier. So if you help someone at the right moment with the right tone without making it look like a transaction, they remember it much more deeply than you think. That is why sweet people with good timing end up owning the room. They build loyalty quietly, not with threats, not with flexing, but with usefulness. And that is the cleaner version of power. And it works better because it does not look like power. And that is why it slips past people. Now here's the part that makes this the dark side of social engineering. A nice person can shape a whole group without anybody noticing, and they can decide who feels included, who feels guilty, who feels supported, who gets attention, and who gets frozen out. And because they do it with a smile, most people never call it control. They call it being sweet, and that's what makes it scary. Soft people can run hard systems, and that is the Ichinose lesson. Not all control looks aggressive, some control looks kind, some control sounds caring, some control feels like warmth. And that is why social intelligence matters so much, because once you understand it, you stop being fooled by surface level energy. So, thank you guys for watching Peace on the Street. This was like, obviously, for most of the guys, this is kind of like you could obviously implement this, but this does not work best for females. Thank you guys for watching Peace on the Street.